Liverpool are preparing for another crucial European night, but fresh developments off the pitch have cast a shadow over the build-up. With anticipation growing ahead of their upcoming clash against Galatasaray, new information from a well-connected source has introduced an unwelcome twist for the Merseyside club. At a stage of the season where momentum and stability are vital, the update has raised fresh concerns about Liverpool's situation going into the fixture. The timing of the revelation is particularly significant, arriving just as preparations intensify for a contest that could prove pivotal to their European ambitions. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Alisson has not been included in the 21-man squad to face Galatasaray in Liverpool's last 16 Champions League tie due to a fitness issue. The Brazilian was a surprise omission from Liverpool's confirmed travelling party on Monday, with the Times' Paul Joyce confirming a fitness issue for the number one. It is an untimely blow to say the least, with Alisson picking up the issue during Monday's training session and the club not willing to take a risk. It means Georgi Mamardashvili will take his place in the starting lineup in what will be his second outing against Galatasaray after replacing Alisson on the last visit to Istanbul. This will be the 10th game Alisson will have missed for Liverpool this season due to injury or illness, with questions likely to be asked over whether he was needed against Wolves on Friday. Federico Chiesa has also not travelled to Istanbul for the European tie after he missed training at the AXA, despite having been left unused against Wolves on Friday. Chiesa has missed 4 of Liverpool's 8 Champions League games to date this season due to illness, injury, and Arne Slot favouring other options. While a start would not have been forthcoming for Chiesa on Tuesday, his absence takes another attacking option off the table for Slot. Thankfully, however, Florian Wirtz is included in the 21-man squad after marking his comeback from a back issue off the bench in the FA Cup win over Wolves. It remains to be seen if he is in starting contention, but Slot will likely offer a hint when he faces the media in Istanbul at 6:15 p.m. on Monday. Liverpool's 21-man squad features a handful of academy talent, including Kieran Morrison, Amara Nallo, and goalkeeper Cornel Michio, with Rio Numoha and Trey Nyoni also travelling. All things considered, the late developments represent far from ideal preparation for Liverpool ahead of a high-stakes European encounter. Losing their first-choice goalkeeper on the eve of such an important fixture is a significant setback, while the absence of Chiesa further reduces Arne Slot's attacking options at a time when depth could prove crucial. Although the inclusion of Wirtz offers some encouragement, and Mamardashvili has already shown he can step in when required, the circumstances surrounding Alisson's omission have inevitably raised concerns. With the stakes so high in the Champions League knockout stages, Liverpool would have hoped for a far smoother build-up. As a result, the update confirmed by Paul Joyce has delivered a notable setback for the Reds just hours before they face Galatasaray, underlining the major blow that has disrupted their preparations heading into the clash in Istanbul. In other news, uncertainty had surrounded the future of Andy Robertson for much of the season, but the experienced left-back could now be set for a surprising extension to his long association with Liverpool. Despite earlier expectations that the Scotland international might be approaching the final months of his time at Anfield, there is now growing belief inside the club that he still has an important role to play under manager Arne Slot. Robertson, now 31, had come close to departing during the January transfer window, with strong interest from Tottenham Hotspur. At that stage, the defender's contract situation and reduced role in the starting lineup had led to speculation that Liverpool were preparing for life without one of the most influential fullbacks of the club's modern era. With his current deal set to expire at the end of the year, the possibility of Robertson leaving on a free transfer had appeared increasingly likely. However, events in recent weeks have prompted a rethink within the club's hierarchy. Whenever called upon by Slot, Robertson has continued to deliver performances that underline both his quality and his value to the squad. His goal in Liverpool's victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers served as another reminder of the energy, leadership, and attacking threat he still brings from the left flank. Beyond his on-field contributions, Robertson's presence within the dressing room is also viewed as a key asset. Having been part of Liverpool's most successful period in recent history, the Scot remains one of the most experienced voices in the squad, providing guidance to younger players while maintaining the high standards expected at the club. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown believes those qualities are extremely difficult to replace and has suggested Liverpool would be making a mistake if they allowed Robertson to walk away for nothing. Robertson's contract situation is still up in the air, Brown explained. I think they'd be crazy to let him go, in all honesty, because every time he's picked to play, he proves why he's still such an influential part of the team. He showed that against Wolves again, and I think Slot is going to have to take notice. Brown also outlined how Liverpool's long-term planning had originally been expected to unfold at left-back, with the club preparing for a gradual transition in that position. The plan at Liverpool was always to bring Jurgen in, get him used to the side while Robertson was still there, and then let Robertson move on, he said. But he's so influential when he plays, and he's a big voice in the dressing room, you can't replace those types of qualities easily. The situation has now evolved into something far more nuanced for Liverpool's decision-makers. Rather than viewing Robertson as a player approaching the end of his cycle at the club, there is increasing recognition that his experience and reliability remain valuable assets, particularly during a period of transition under a relatively new manager. Brown believes retaining Robertson would also give Slot important flexibility in his squad planning. The positive at the moment as well is that if he plays or if he doesn't, you've got that choice. He added, if you let him go, he will need to be replaced. So you go out and spend big money on another left-back to compete with Jurgen, only for him to struggle, rather than sticking with a player you know will give his best. That practical reality may ultimately be what convinces Liverpool to offer Robertson a short-term extension. While the club continue to plan for the future, maintaining proven performers within the squad can provide stability during a period of tactical and structural development. I think giving Robertson a contract extension, even if it's only a year or maybe two, is the smart decision and ultimately the one Liverpool will make, Brown concluded. For Robertson himself, there has never been any doubt regarding his commitment to the club. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.